Millich to get things going once more. Danny Zhilkin wins that back cleanly to Dylan Anhorn, who will rattle that off the glass. A little too much heat on that one. Slash tickets. Face-off win for the Ice Hogs in the Moose zone. Here's Mast from the right point. His shot looking for a tip went wide. Now a long shot from the right point is in on Millich, and he'll steer that one away. Savoie moves it into the slot for a shot. And that one turned aside by Millich. Good early shifts here from Rockford. Moving in his Mast with a backhander. That one didn't get through the crowd. Bounces out into the corner, and Zhilkin jumps onto the puck. Starts it ahead for Anderson Dolan. He'll tip it down into the Rockford zone, and the Moose able to change here. Allen sends it up the near side. Zhilkin pressures Milmuck. Comes back for Del Mastro, and Allen up the near side. Milmuck is to go down to the ice to reel that puck in. He'll just bank it into Moose territory. Zhilkin's back to get it. Danny Zhilkin rolls the puck out of the zone, tap back in for Heinola, and on to Barlow. Colby Barlow down the left wing, winds and fires, and just missed up high. Puck rings around the boards. Stepping up was Clegg to try and make a play on the puck. He was bumped by Marcel. It'll be flipped out to center, and Heinola just steps. Moose working on a change here. Shot, good hit down low. Nearly came away with the puck, with Dewar standing in front of the net alone. But the Ice Hogs nip it away and get it back to the Moose blue line. Salamonson spins away from some pressure, plays it ahead, and it'll be deflected down the offensive zone by Zhilkin. Berezhnoy nearly gave it away to Anderson Dolan, who will take it out to the wall. Up top, Phillips, lots of room to move into a shot. Save made. It fluttered up into the air behind Berezhnoy, but landed wide of the net. Puck into the corner. Here's Barlow sweeping it back towards the net. Bounces off a skate. Salamonson took a look, steps down the wall. Puck betrayed him there, sort of rolling around. He's forced to just play it in behind the net. Moose will get a chunk of the puck again at high in the zone, and Zhilkin skates onto it to sustain this shift, but his stick is checked, and the Ice Hogs will clear this down the ice back to the Moose blue line. Manitoba starting to get its wheels turning here in this. And here comes Korchinski on for Savoie. He's trailing 1-0. Goal off the rush for Rockford. And a split between the third and fourth lines there for the Ice Hogs. And they find themselves out in front. They built up a 2-0 lead on Wednesday before the Moose battled back to eventually win that game by a 3-2 count. Moose have come from behind twice on this little 3-game winning streak. Puck in neutral ice with Korchinski. He turned it over to Barlow, but the Moose were offside and have to tag up there. Must have just caught an edge in this late period ice with about 5 to go in the first. Millich to it. He'll ring the puck over the near side. Zhilkin doesn't make a play on it, and it'll be chipped back into the corner. Anhorn now to the rolling puck. Gets it to Vitelli. Nearly had Jaeger set up for Manitoba's first goal of the contest, but he'll flip it out of the zone this time. Head off on a change as Barlow takes over from Zhilkin. Played around to the far side. Clegg catching up to the puck. It'll pop up into the air. Taken by Danny Zhilkin. Works low in the zone. He's on his backhand. Zhilkin protecting the puck. Leaves it behind the net. But Tage Harding was there. He comes up, moves it off the skates of the official. Moose recover. Here's Clegg for Heinola. Back for Clegg. Sends a pass waist high at Barlow. And that will be slapped back down the ice. As Clegg just went up in the offensive zone. As the Moose unable to come away with the faceoff. Savoie able to sneak in behind everybody nearly at the break, but the puck rolled over his stick. He'll gather it up and go for a lap on the zone. Drops for Allen into the slot with a pass. That's taken away and flipped ahead for Barlow. He'll tap it past Del Mastro and continues scooping that puck along. Barlow takes it to the offensive zone. Moose win the draw, and Salamonson banks it off the wall for Phillips. Phillips, nice pass ahead to lead Zhilkin up ice. Danny Zhilkin storming down the left side. And slips on this ice and drops it off for Dewar. Dewar trying to stuff it in front, finds Phillips open for a shot. Save made by Berezhnoy. And it'll be cleared up to center, and here comes Savoie again into the circle. Tries to go between the legs and steers it into the far corner. 10 seconds left in the first. There's Zhilkin dropping back for Sal on the ice. Berezhnoy with 5 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Starts the play ahead. That'll be deflected into the Moose zone. Phillips watching over his shoulder as he gets it to Danny Zhilkin. Players out of the box. Moose will turn it over high in the zone. Here's a shot fought off by Millich as Mishiak got in, and then another try by Lardis as the Moose couldn't come up with the rebound. Couple of good looks there for the Ice Hogs, but now the Moose start it the other way. Here's Zhilkin charging after the puck. Barlow going to the goal. He gets there. They score! Danny Zhilkin will get it as it's knocked in by an Ice Hog heading back to the front of the net. And this game is tied 1-1. Some brutal luck there for Rockford, but Danny Zhilkin will take it to get his team tied. That's a good hustle play, despite the ridiculously friendly bounce for the Moose. It started with speed, Anderson Dolan getting the puck up the ice, and then Zhilkin looking back door for Barlow. And really, Mishiak probably could have just let this go through. It was coming through pretty high, but he ends up getting a stick on it, putting it right past Berezhnoy. Tap that down into the corner, and Mast grabs it and starts it ahead. Aiden Thompson had a goal on Wednesday between these two teams. He's tangled up by Anderson Dolan, who plays it off for Zhilkin, who will chip it ahead and chase after the puck. Racing down into the corner. Barlow going in the net again, but Zhilkin unable to feed it to the front of goal this time. Barlow held up in the corner, gets away for Anderson Dolan, who got the shot from a sharp angle, but his stick just broke in two. And the puck cleared down to Anhorn, who then fans on a pass as the puck starts to bounce. All sorts of weird stuff going on out there as Engelbert steals the puck now. He'll spin and fire. That's blocked by Sautner, who chases him back to the line. Korchinski tries to make a play. Puck rolled on him. Tries a shot this time. It's off a skate and back to the line. Puck to the slot now off of a couple of bodies. Zhilkin takes it. Rolls it ahead for Barlow, and he'll just make sure this gets down into the Rockford zone. Off to the wall, tries to lift the stick of Cates. Right, he'll flip it ahead for Milmuck. Milmuck guides it on for Lardis. Lardis stops up, dips it into the corner. Anhorn gets to the puck first, gets tied up with Zhilkin and Milmuck though. And the Moose will turn this puck over to Fitzgerald. And they'll get it right back as it's rolled to the line and out. And dashing forward is Colby Barlow. Barlow into the corner, beats Korchinski to the puck. He'll play it up the wall, reading that well was Anderson, and he'll start it on for Lardis. Lardis up to the Moose line, but point of the hockey game. Playing up to the middle of the ice for DiGiuseppe. Drops it off. Yager back for DiGiuseppe. Puck bounces high in the air and will come in behind the Rockford net to start the rush back the other way. Joey Anderson gets up to top speed. He'll play it down in behind the Moose net. Marcel cut off on the play, but Connor Milmuck has it. Gives it off to Jackson Cates. His pass deflected and comes back into the Rockford zone. There's a nice little play into the offensive zone for Rockford. Cates tried to center. That was swept away by Heinola. On the near side, Cates trying to get away from Billy Heinola. Rolls the puck in the middle. Anderson Dolan gathers it up and starts the other way. Anderson Dolan slows up, able to play it in just onside for the Moose. To the Rockford zone. 30 seconds off the penalty clock as Savoie brings it forward. His pass deflects funny off the wall, and scrum for the puck off the draw. It'll be flipped back to the line, and Kevin Korchinski dishes for Brett Sini, the latest goal scorer for Rockford. Back for Korchinski, and a shot just saved by Manitoba. 35 seconds to go in the minor as Korchinski brings it forward and drops it off for Sini. Sini guides the puck into the zone. His pass was tipped, but gets through. And now a pass out in front. Here's a chance, and it's turned away by Milic as Tony Nato got free. And then he plays it around the boards. That's taken away, and the Moose able to bounce it down the ice. And now a chance for them to jump ahead. Here's Dewar going to the goal, puts it back for Zhilkin, and he scores! Danny Zhilkin, a shorthanded goal! Manitoba's second in the past 3 games, and it's 3-2. Zhilkin didn't give up on that play in neutral ice, and on the 2-on-1 he was able to get it to Dewar early on. That opened things up. Zhilkin just went straight to the back door and had a tap in from Dewar on the nice feed. Great look off there. It looked every bit like Dewar was going to try and rip that puck and just put it to the back post. Zhilkin made sure to seal it all up, tapped it in with Berezhnoy all the way past the other post. Moose win the faceoff. Heinola dances to the middle of the ice, slides a backhander to the net. I think he wanted to dump that back for Clegg, and the puck rolled on him. It'll be taken by the Ice Hogs, and here's Tony Nato, the former captain of Manitoba, puts one in on Thomas Milic. A couple 2-on-1s and a breakaway. And they've rode that. The face-off in the Moose zone. Colby Barlow will get out to the line and block a shot off to the left of Berezhnoy. Danny Zhilkin with 2 goals in the game will dig for that puck in the dot. It's pushed into the corner and eventually collected by Engelbert, who swings it around for Allen. He'll chip it up the wall, but not out of the zone. Zhilkin lifts the stick, tries to move forward. Allen shoves them back, but they'll fight into the corner. Zhilkin working at that puck, comes up the wall, engaging at the line was Heinola. It'll be chipped past him, but Clegg is back together. He'll play it up to the line. It'll be tapped in by Zhilkin, and he'll hustle off the ice on a change. To get back in this one, they've had their opportunities. Thomas Milic has stopped 22 of 24 so far. There are the Moose on the attack. Anderson Dolan from the wing drops for Zhilkin. He's got 2 in the contest. Danny Zhilkin behind the net for Anderson Dolan. Up the near side, Sotner from the left point to the right. Faking the shot, Anhorn changes the angle, gets a shot away. Rebound for Anderson. Dolan was bouncing around, and he couldn't knock it towards the net. Ice Hogs will clear up the near wall and stretch out to center. Fought into the zone by Fitzgerald. He'll drop for Lardis. Lardis tries a shot, but it's blocked out of. So the former Ice Hog with points in back-to-back games against his former team. There's Fitzgerald uncorking one from the line, and that came back off the wall, and Milic had to be careful with that as he shuffled it in behind. Ice Hogs reload here. Fitzgerald, another drive. That one deflected way up in the air. That'll bounce down for Anderson Dolan, and he'll start the rush back the other way. Jared Anderson Dolan up to center ice. Chips it down in the corner here in the third. Thomas Milic has had to be real good to let the Moose build up this lead. And the Ice Hogs will win an offensive zone draw. Here's Del Mastro trying a shot. That hits a body, comes right back to him. Allen steps back, lets one go. That comes off the back wall. We've seen those lively boards spit some pucks out in some dangerous areas. The Moose clear this one away, but the Ice Hogs maintain possession. Allen down the corner, pinned by Zhilkin. He fights free, but puck up the wall, though Anderson Dolan gets a stick on it, but unable to poke it past. Here's Cini, top of the circle with a shot. That one sizzles into the glass. Del Mastro works it down to the corner. Good shift here from Rockford, but it's taken by Zhilkin and lifted down the ice. We'll see if that has enough for icing. Doesn't look like it. Good weight there by that work by Barlow and Anhorn. Creates a puck just sliding down in the Moose territory, and they'll have possession looking up ice. Sotner ahead for Zhilkin. He'll roll this to the Rockford line. Tony Nato takes it away there, and Hayes is in for a shot. That one just misses off a stick. Into the second half of the third period as the Moose will clear it out to center. Anderson Dolan chasing after it. Zhilkin able to skate onto the puck, though he's knocked down hard by Fitzgerald. Lost his stick, got it back, got on his skates, and Anderson Dolan just scoops up the puck away from Hayes. Anderson Dolan spinning down the corner. Gets it up top for Clegg. He'll tee one up. Gloved down by Berezhnoy, and Barlow was right there looking for the rebound, though it's knocked away from him. And now they'll head up ice. As Barlow went down, he ends up tripping up one of the Ice Hogs. But the play will continue here as it's chipped back into the Rockford zone. They'll win a face-off. Back for Isaac Phillips. Puck gets away from him, and he'll reel it in and play it to the line, though not out. It'll be lifted in towards Milic. Play goal streak to 4 games and stretch their lead to 6-2. They'll win the face-off, and Colby Barlow skates to the puck. They'll move it off for Walker Dewar. Dewar on the right side. They'll swing in behind the net. A couple of Ice Hogs tangle him up. Now they play it up the near side. Zhilkin to it. They'll just keep this puck low. Shaw rolls it in behind. No motivation for the Moose to force anything here as Shaw is going to go now with Nolan Allen, and they will start swinging. Allen gets a couple of big haymakers away to early. Shaw giving up some size will swing over the top. Not a lot of connection here between the two. As this one starts to get out of hand, Shaw with a quick little uppercut underneath as the linesfolk got in there. The Manitoba captain comes the second player on the Moose roster to get 2/3 of a Gordy here tonight. Goal and a tilt now with less than 3 minutes to go. Face-off win for the Ice Hogs. Engelbert will bump with Heinola. Leaves it off for Dewar, and the Moose pick their way forward. Ville Heinola, a little fake pass, drifts his way through neutral ice, weaves his way into the offensive zone. Heinola tried to dish for Barlow, got it to him, and the shot just high and wide. That would have been some magic there from Ville Heinola, as he just dangled his way through everybody and just slipped a puck through for Barlow. 2:10 left in the third period. The Moose will be on the power play the remainder of the time. There's Zhilkin jumping into the zone. Left to the line for Dewar at the right point. They'll work it on the boards. Salamonson across the ice for Heinola. Moose working with 2 defensemen on this power play. Salamonson right side. Dewar in the middle. His pass taken away, and Savoie trying to work it forward, but Salamonson does well to cut him off, and then Savoie slashes him and head home back to Winnipeg. One game above 500. Chalk up the win. The Manitoba Moose take this one 5-2 in Rockford.